Hey, what's up, y'all? You're listening to Mixed Mafia Radio. This is your girl, Afrosoul, coming at you live and direct from Winnipeg, Canada. Yes, it is cold out here. A lot of snow right up to my neck. And I'm about 5'5", so you can imagine how high that snow is. And it ain't going nowhere anytime soon. So I'm going to play some hot music. Some music coming out of Canada, as well as some of my colleagues and some of my friends from the United States as well. Give you a variation. Plus, I got some special guests up in the place to be, but that will be announced after you hear Action Man. Action Man is an artist from Montreal. Him and KB tear it up on this track. And if you haven't checked him out, you can check him out on YouTube. He's hot. So, take a listen. This is Parachute on Mixed Mafia Radio. Let's get it.
I'm shooting like a star, no acting. Son of your talk, I'm all action. Man with a hammer, renovate. Do 'em like the late great Nate Dogg and regulate. Never hesitate when it come to their voice, son. Make them levitate. I just pair Air Force Ones, then celebrate while you mourn for your lost ones. How we separate all the real from the false ones. Smooth criminal, you fools pitiful. My crew do miracles, too minimal. Goons on deck, do sure get rid of you, but I wanna do it myself, just for the principle. Push it, PX to the world, good looking. Big Bang Thug Money got the whole hood just push it, PX to the world, good looking. Royal Lace Thug Money got all of them hoods just
behind the coop,
push it,
getting my loot,
push it,
like a parachute.
drop it.
But way faster than a man parachuting. I guess it too power when it's shooting. Behind the coop,
Push it,
getting my loot,
push it,
like a parachute.
drop it.
But way faster than a man parachuting. I guess it too power when it's shooting. Extra knows me hex boy, you know me a hex boy. Hex up, I'm far down. My beef come bloody like filet mignon. No if not but just finished and done. Now them call me one son of a nut. To my half girl, this tall as big as my son. Them run while I scream. Skinny nigga coming heavier than big bun. Let me see if you gon' do all of that. So get insane. Let me see if you gon' try to put do in my brain. You a joke. That's about to get smoked. This ain't no Facebook. If you never go vote behind the coop,
Push it,
getting my loot,
push it,
like a parachute.
drop it.
But way faster than a man parachuting. I guess it too power when it's shooting. Behind the coop,
Push it,
getting my loot,
push it,
like a parachute.
drop it.
But way faster than a man parachuting. I guess it too power when it's shooting. Behind the coop,
Push it,
getting my loot,
push it,
like a parachute.
drop it.
But way faster than a man parachuting. I guess it too power when it's shooting. Behind the coop,
Push it,
getting my loot,
push it,
like a parachute.
drop it.
But way faster than a man parachuting. I guess it too power when it's shooting.
We are back again, sitting here having a few drinks, doing our thing like we usually do. You know how we do. I'm sure y'all are doing your thing where you are in nice, hot Atlanta. I wish I was there. But, you know, I'm going to introduce Pandemic here to you tonight. Actually, I'll get them to introduce themselves.
Oh, yeah, this is Pandemic. I am Red October, and this is...
The maniacal John Dresden, the devil himself.
We're not French, okay? Everybody in Canada does not speak French. I don't speak French. Man, his name is not Dresden. You know, it's Dresden or John. Jon.
You get that fromage.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of the Texas bread, but it's still fromage.
But y'all ladies, you can call me Red October. You know what I'm saying? Man, we don't got acres either. We actually got houses. We use timber.
So these guys are a group from Winnipeg, Canada, and they're tearing up the scene right now. doing their thing. They have this track called Fire, and we actually did a little work on a new one that you hopefully will get to hear. We have to do the clean edits on that one.
Oh, for sure.
Dirty.
Are we talking about brand new?
It's dirty.
Oh.
And I don't mean like dirty, I mean dirty.
Dirty.
We'll take that get you off and just go to town. See, that's a Winnipeg word there, get you. You all know,
Like,
get
what
you.
is that?
Get you's your undergarment.
What is the gift?
It is your undergarment.
What are these guys talking about, man?
Like, listen, like,
No.
yo, listen to her, homie. You know what I mean? Like, Atlanta, man. Yo, shout out to Atlanta. It comes from Pandemic.
Yeah.
Love Colossal Entertainment, man. Johnny B.
But honestly, I have to thank you for having us on the show. We are actually, to what I understand, the first ever artist to be on your show for this station, and we appreciate that because not too many people tend to show us love. So the fact that you do, that's great.
Well, that's horrible. You try to sound like this desperate people, man.
That's how I do.
No.
You know
People
that.
come out. You know what it is. You know what it is when you're a small town. Y'all know about towns and stuff like that. When you're small town people tend to like they gravitate towards themselves, stuff like that. When they see something big come on up and that don't have nothing to do with them, you know what I mean? Like you're doing your own thing, making your own moves and things like that. You know what? When people see that, they start hating, and they stop.
People want to see you do good, but never better than them. I guess is what he's trying to get at.
That's exactly
It's
what
called.
I'm trying to get at.
It's a term that I call hate swag.
Hate swag,
Got that
I like that.
hate swag on, and we're just trying to do something new, trying to do something phenomenal, and take the world by storm. Not just our area, but everywhere. That's the mission.
Right.
That is what the mission here. That is what Colossal Entertainment is about. So, why don't you guys tell me a little bit about how you got started in the rap game anyways?
Wow. You know what?
Let's start with Eddie because you know what? He actually has been in this a lot. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but longer than I have been anyway. Mm-hmm. So how did you start the rap?
Well, you know what happened was,
How did
but
you
quite
start?
simply is that I was
take us on a journey.
On a fantastic voyage.
Hang on a second.
MC Hard Rock, shut up.
Let me get that. Hang on a second. Oh, the snooping it, eh? The snooping. But you know what? How I started, man, was quite simply was that, you know what? I met some black people, man. Here, man, believe it or not, back when I was coming up, now there was Africans and black people everywhere. But now, they can find them in certain
It's all
areas.
the white boys.
Yeah, But anyhow, so how it worked out was quite simply was like this, is that I obviously, I'm a new guy to new high school, man. I had to punch my first guy out, so people leave me the heck alone, you know what I mean? And then you know what, this black dude, I met up with this black dude, he introduced me to his brother, his name's Steven, and he introduced me to a guy named David. And he said, hey, can you rap? You look like Sticky Fingers. I'm like, well, I'm not stealing. He goes, no, Onyx. I'm like, what? So I used to listen to blues, all kind of stuff. Mommy raised me up on a healthy dose of Jimmy Swaggart and country music. But anyhow, so we got past that. She got back into funk. Maybe it was the guy she was dating. I'm not too sure. But yeah. So anyway, Dave goes, can you rap? I go, nah. Come back to him 2 days later. 2 days later with 3 songs. He's like, oh, wow. I was like, well, all right then. Well, let's make a group. I'm like, cool. So I write it and we come through this thing, man. You know what? It was one of the best times of my life because I got to meet some great people. Actually, you know what? The funny thing about that, anybody's making fun of anybody who was in work ed and stuff like that, don't. Know why? Because I was taking limousines for my work ed. They tried to stick me in Chicken Alight. We don't got no, what do you call that stuff down there? Like, Popeyes. We got Chicken Alight. We got,
He got that rib and a lago.
we ain't got no good ribs down here. We got Tony Roman's, but you know what? He's kind of expensive. When you're on a budget and stuff. But anyhow,
starving artist.
You know what I'm saying? Like starving. Like seriously, looking through Tony Roman's window. But anyhow, we do our thing. All right, we do our thing. We start getting popular at the high schools. Then a guy I was with, a man named Jamie Hall, man, who I always loved. He got the same birthday as me too. And they try to send me to say Chicken Lights. I'm like, nah. So I slapped down on the table. I'm 17 years old. Slapped down on the table a business proposal saying that we have our own recording time. We got our own business. And here's other high schools we got lined up that booked us already, paying us this much money. And the guy goes, are you serious? I go, I'm dead serious. I'm serious as if you will say yes to this thing, I'm just going to say I'm going to quit school and go do this. And
wow.
And he said, you know what, Kate, I'll give you a chance. I was taking my own people, my friends used for security and stuff like that, out of their own classes, they're getting marks. I'm getting marks for doing something I love. They don't know they're getting paid for
And
something you
getting
love.
paid.
And getting paid. Limousine would come out the front, put my stage clothes on, walk out my high school doors at 17, and get in a limousine, go to another high school, pump it up for like a dance. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking like thousands of kids sitting there doing their thing, just partying, having a great time. And that was the most purest times of it. And then obviously things sometimes fall apart when heads get big, you know? Like me personally, I don't got a big head. I share the stage. I do my thing. I want to be an animal when I get on there. You know what? Between me and my boy here, Johnny D, man, we don't try to compete. Maybe outside of the music, yes.
Right.
But you know, before the music gets recorded and stuff, we're always competing. We're always comparing. Like, you know, we got a situation here where his horse is kind of coming in a bit first before mine. So which means artists, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So
He's got a good horse.
So basically, I'm gonna have to shoot mine and start again.
Or a small horse.
You know what I mean? So right now, something I'm gonna have for talent, but I'm a kind man, and you know what? And all of us here at Colossal Entertainment, we like to have our drinks. Whoever likes to do the thing, all that kind of stuff, that's all good too. You know what? We don't mess with nobody. We just try to keep our own stuff. We don't get stabbed up because we're sitting in somebody else's face saying, "Oh, this is mine. This is mine." You know what I mean? Or think we're big because we open up for some other people. Almost slipped again there. But I should say, man, it's Atlanta. God.
See that, and that's where it kind of like ties in with me, because I joined a promotion group called NBC. I'm not gonna give them any free promo and say who they are or anything like that, because they didn't do me the right way that they had promised to. But that is where I met Eddie Young. First time he ever met me, he said, I think he listened to one of my songs. I think it was "Feeling Off Track," and he said, "Is that you?" And I was like, well yeah. I was a naive little kid, you know what I mean? I didn't know much, and I just said, well, yeah, that's me. And he immediately got almost mad at me. I didn't understand his mentality of how he looks at things.
Right.
Because the way we go on stage, every time we go on stage, it doesn't matter if we respect you or you're our friends. Mm-hmm. If you are on a separate set than us, believe that we're going to do everything in our power to look better and smash you.
Yeah.
And when we say smash, we mean like not physically, but verbally, visually beat the crap out of you.
The set is
so when I showed him my track, Feeling Off Track, he looked at me like he was almost mad at me. And he said, "Is that your song?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Okay, all right. Yeah, okay, I get it, yeah." And he was, and I didn't know if he was mad at me. And I thought I made an enemy there, because this is like the first almost real label I've ever been on. And for him, the best guy on the thing, to be getting mad at me, I was worried. And then eventually he started letting me come on stage with him as a hype man, because I didn't know how to work a stage.
Right.
I didn't know where to be. I didn't know whether to be going left or right or be babysitting home base, or, you know what I mean? So he would let me come on stage with him every so often, and we started working together more and more. And that's kind of where the whole pandemic thing started, but it was never officially started until afterwards, when I had started with another artist named Jin Hooligan, because I kind of sat around on the shelf like Wheezy from Toy Story.
Right.
I didn't really get to do anything, and I kind of just said, it's time for me to do something. And I had this show for a music video release that I did called Nightstand with Joey Ironstan, who directed it. And I decided to do a video release party. And I said, I need somebody really good to be on my show that can... Because I don't have too many club bangers at the time. I wasn't really doing that kind of thing. And there was only one person that I knew from my past that could do it. And it was Red October, Mr. Eddie Young. And I tried for the longest time to get this guy on my show. And I didn't know what to do, because I kept hitting him up and I said, "Hey, will you come be on my show? Will you come be on my show?" He's like, yeah, I'm just hanging out. Come be on my show." And he wouldn't respond ever, right? He would just kind of say, "Hey, what's going on?" Then when I would shoot him the question, he would shoot me down immediately.
Right.
And kind of log off. The little green light would disappear next to his name on Facebook. So one day I said, how am I going to get this guy? And that's when I said, "Hey, what are you doing? I got a case of beer."
I was like, let's pop that.
Hey!
Let's pop that top.
So then
Let's
I
pop
said,
that
"Hey, I got some beer. You want to meet up?"
Now,
And it said Eddie Young is typing.
and that is all it.
And I said, "I'm
And
down."
that is all it took.
And I told him, "Come down to this venue called the Pyramid." And ever since then, it was on like
As long as donkey.
we were on like Kirk and Spock after that. You know,
No,
what I mean?
who's Spock now?
Yeah,
Listen, who's Spock here?
and you
man?
know what?
Me, because I'm recording everybody.
As long as I'm not George Takai, I don't care.
And these guys also did a documentary as well when you guys performed at the WA Festival, right?
Right, which I understand is supposed to be opening for the Freeway Rick Ross thing. Apparently, it's not set in stone, but I would like to have that as the opener kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that would be
that
good.
would be really nice.
Because Renee, you work with a lot of people,
Yes.
and a lot of the connects that you do have is like, I hear about some of these things, like the producers that you talk to. I'm like, oh my, really?
Yeah.
No, yeah, everything's possible. Especially you got people calling you from Germany and stuff like
I'm
that.
just
Like
a
we're
kid,
impressed
man.
with you. I mean, like we're impressed with you. And the funny thing about this, if you don't take that job, I swear to God, I'll beat you with a can of boxes. But I'm saying, man, no, man, I will get a sock. I'll put at least 3 boxes in there, and I will beat you halfway to death. Because
We're gonna start a petition for Afrosoul to go to Atlanta. I think.
Shout outs to Trey and shout outs definitely to Tamp Grady because I am very blessed to be able to. It's a gift of gab, right? I talk to everybody just as like I know you. I know you. So let's talk. Let's have a conversation. And that's how I build my network. It's not that hard. It's pretty easy. It's pretty simplistic, actually. You just have to get to the right people. And you have to, really connect. It's all about connecting with people and finding that common thread. And the one common thread that most people have with somebody else is music. That is the common thread. That is the common denominator. And if you can connect through that way, you're golden. You're absolutely golden. So every one of us is very blessed for the situations that we have placed ourselves in. And like I say all the time, life is like a chessboard. You have certain pieces, right? You move those pieces because you want to win that match. Music is the same thing. It's all about chess and making the right moves to get to that side that you need to be on. So that's what we're trying to do here. And, these guys have a song that they're going to drop tonight, which I'm sure you all would enjoy because the first time that I actually heard this track, the first time that I have to give shout outs to Michael J. Stone.
Bone!
Oh, man.
Michael J. Stone, okay?
All up on that.
Now this, just pay close attention to this beat because this guy, I would have never imagined in a million years created this beat. Never.
No, same here.
I wasn't. I don't.
Faith.
As soon as I heard it, I'm like, who did this? And he's like, Michael J. Stone. And I'm like, again, who did this? Michael J. Stone.
I think the first time you heard that was when we went to do your radio show on We Build Hits.
No.
And yeah, because
the first time I heard it was that documentary.
Oh,
when you guys did the documentary, that's the first time that I heard it. I'm like,
but you got to hear the whole song. We actually brought you coffee, cake, and balloons that day on your birthday.
Did.
That was your birthday, yeah.
That was my birthday.
That's how we roll here.
And I think you heard the full track. The whole thing
I did.
In the tour van.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was blown from the second that I heard the hook. It was done. It was done. And all I could do the next day is sing that freaking track over and over and over again. It's crazy.
Know I'm a ride.
Should we give me an acapella taste of it? You want to do it? Want to give me an acapella taste?
Yeah.
But before we start that, I want to say one thing. There's all you young guys. Hang on. There's 2 constants that will never change. That transcends all cultures. and any barrier that can ever be fucking pardon my language, sorry, get that out, possibly happen. And quite simply, this is two things, which is music and math. There's those two things you can never escape.
That is true. That is true. You can never escape.
You know what's funny about pi? You know what's funny about
That is
pi?
true.
Is it was at 3.16.
I think so, somewhere around there.
3.16. If you check out pi, I've realized this. 3.16. You have 3 verses that are 16 bars.
Boom.
Oh.
But no, bridge
Hello.
would be an 8. Bridge is an 8.
I like 8 packs.
Courses are usually
And I like 8 packs
and
of
courses 24.
Music and math, yo. I like that.
You know what I
You
mean?
need to make that a song. Music and math.
Honestly, man, I made that up right
Music.
now, man. Like, I swear to God, that's
Yeah.
all original. I never heard that from anywhere. I made that up right now because
That
this made
is
sense.
nice.
It kind of
You know, I just
It does
made up
make
that
sense.
3.16 thing.
But that's good.
I swear on my God.
We're young guys.
It does connect.
You know what, man? We don't want to be those guys. I mean, I know Atlanta, they all about that bling and stuff like that, man. But come on now. I mean, like, it's like rock. Whatever you got to rock, whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah, he's just simple.
You know?
He wears a red shirt with a Barbados hat, and we call him Red Barbados. Every once in a while, the hunt for Red Barbados.
Like me, I like my suits. I like my stuff pressed. Yeah, I like doing my thing like that. Yeah, I'm no diva, but you know, because I worked hard, man. I worked hard and served my country too. So Americans, you can definitely dig with that. I was in
Yeah.
Afghanistan and Kandahar. We can definitely work with that stuff, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, buddy.
So we're all on the same page here. We just want to make music. Of course, we want to make some money. But
Of course.
but the fact is, no matter what, like I said there, math and music, you know what, 2 constants, and also 2 things that are necessity. Because you know what, Michael Jackson proved it the best. You can, man, that man traveled the globe and brought an entire world together just
Moonwalked all over that piece. Too.
man.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? Like
He moonwalked in every state, I think. Almost.
he brought a
Yeah.
world together, man. Like every time, like he brought an entire world together. And you know what? Us as artists, we can only wish. Not even wish. That's like one of those sparks that happen here. You know what I mean? Like that's just one of those tiny little things. Even Elvis was not as big as Michael, man. That boy got whooped to sing.
I'm gonna
since he
win
was
this race.
6 years old, man. You know? And he never ate no peanut butter and pickle sandwiches.
Lemonade.
But I'm saying, man,
Cool, refreshing drink.
music is such a powerful thing. Like we can go somewhere else. You go travel abroad. You go do your thing. You go hear their music of their culture. You know, you can't travel without actually absorbing everything they got. It's amazing, man.
It is.
It's amazing. And music is such a powerful thing that it's like poetry.
It is.
And sometimes they don't even got to rhyme. So anybody out there doing their thing, any young
You know
kids
whose
wanna do
music
their
I
thing,
kind of really
do it.
enjoy because it's so diverse and so like
Don't say Bjork.
no Bjork. No,
Where did that come
That's
from?
Swedish.
their music is so.
I edited myself.
This culture's music is so unorthodox. I highly enjoy the Eastern Indian style music with like the
high sitars and stuff like
the
that.
sitars and stuff like that.
Sitars.
Sitars?
Sitars.
I thought it was sitars. Either way, you know, I've always thought they had the most.
Guitars.
They had like it was like it's relaxing, but it's like pumped up too.
Yeah.
And the way that they do their music, I've always enjoyed that.
I
stuff.
do. They love that. They've had
And especially, you know what?
forever.
And for a white boy to say this, it might be out of line, but I enjoy
Right.
Jamaican.
Well, you know.
I love the food.
My first beat I ever made was like a reggaeton beat with like bongos in it. I still have it. Eddie said he wanted to use it, but he never used it yet.
Wow.
So,
Cause
but I had to throw it to Afrosoul.
kind of stop. Was that beat?
The boom boom ba boom 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 ba boom.
I would have. I totally. I would have that thing.
You gotta get percussion.
Straight up.
I'm the killer. You gotta get like precision over that.
All right. Well, let's lead in this freaking track. Yeah.
So let's get right into it. This
With
is
it-
Fire on Mixed Mafia Radio.
Canada.
Let's get it.
Yeah, I'm on fire. You already know I'm a rider. Now feel you every desire.
with the cushions off it. Don't front cause I know you want it. Smooth skin, put some lotion on it. To the side, I'ma push up on it. Shorty soaking like, drop it low. And I ain't never really seen a bad push you moaning, never yawning, waking up in the morning. Yeah, we don't fight it out. Whatever you want, I'ma buy it all. Damn! Back it up, I don't really wanna be the one to back it up. I don't really wanna hear you say you had enough. And there ain't no sharing, cause you're all mine. Told to call the friends, then all call mine. Then we all took shots like
I'm on fire. You already know I'm a rider. Now feel your every desire.
Shawty, I'm killing them, looking like a million. Riding through my city, I'm good.
I'm on fire. You already know I'm a rider. Now feel your every desire.
Shawty, I'm killing them, looking like a million. Riding through my city, I'm good.
I'm on fire. Wanna exit from your hips to fingertips. Got joints ready to blow. Don't you dare quit. Come sweat there with this sex specialist. Come and get her, I'ma ride the car. Run till I'm beside you. Slide on you, roll back and forth. I got a 30 mile, but shorty wait till I go low. Maybe we can slow. Now you ready to go, pump grind it. Slip it down on the floor. Now what you gonna do? I got the good. If you wanna make it fit, squeeze down, don't wanna let it slip out of your fist. It's dangerous, the risk of reaching this. Let your lips away, sit start on the fast pace. One bounce it, pound it, get out your house. Do dogs down to get that ass howling.
I'm on fire, and I'm a rider.
Yeah, I'm on fire. You already know I'm a rider. I feel your every desire.
Shawty, I'm killing them, looking like a million. Riding through my city, I'm good.
I'm on fire. You already know I'm a rider. I feel your every desire.
Shawty, I'm killing them, looking like a million. Riding through my city, I'm good.
I'm on fire. Yeah, I'm on fire. Yeah, I'm on fire.
I hope you enjoyed that. You know, we like to sit around, talk. You know, our objective really is for you to get to know who we are, get accustomed to who we are, feel friendly. You know, I don't like to do interviews that are structured. That's not how I roll. I like everybody to feel comfortable and be themselves and do their thing. And I think it's very important that they have a voice and artists get the opportunity to speak while I just sit in the background and observe and listen. Because that is how I gain knowledge. And that is key in moving forward with everything you do, whether it's music, life, work. Knowledge is a key. And you don't need book knowledge to be wise. Sometimes street knowledge is just as important. So shout outs to all the homies out in the Remand Center right
Yup.
now.
Hey, John,
for
how
y'all,
you doing?
who don't know what the Remand Center is, which you wouldn't, because you're in Atlanta. I also do a show called We Build Hits here in Canada.
You got some fanatics.
And yeah, they,
Scrolling outside of jail and stuff like that. Like, seriously, we build hits. Yo,
It's
shout out
crazy.
to the two W's, one backwards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Just saying.
like,
we're not
they-
affiliated, but yo.
Yeah, exactly. But they really, my audience, I have a very diverse audience. But a lot of people that are incarcerated listen to my show. Every single week, they call in every single week. And there's artists that I heard of. And the first time that I heard of them was through someone that was incarcerated. Lil Durk, that's how I heard of Lil Durk. You know, these guys calling requests. Lil Boosie, shout outs to Lil Boosie, getting out, holding it down out there, doing his thing. But it's crazy. It's crazy. And the interviews that I've gotten, Mr. Gregory Cross is one of, with utmost respect. Right now, he's incarcerated. And we're trying to do our best to get him out. Shout outs to him. Nazo Bravo out in California doing his thing. Baba Zoom who, by the way, has his own show.
I haven't heard
which
of Baba
is
Zim for a while.
yeah. You know, I talk to him a lot. I talk to him here and there, and we check in.
Talked to him for about a while.
But he does the beatwizard.com 7-Sign Radio as well. Session J, Bicycle Tony, who is
Tricycle.
off.
Hey,
He
I've been
is off the
Tricycle.
he's, man.
Where the hell is he at?
If
Where's the guy?
you check out Don't Play Radio, Bicycle Tony is the boss, man. South Bronx, he reps that South Bronx all over the place.
Can I give some
Bankai
shout-outs
fam.
when you're done too?
Yeah, for sure. You know, Bankai fam, and really all my people is like Aunt Grant, of course. My boy Tona, Action Man. There's so much phenomenal talent in this world that you just have not tapped into yet. And we're gonna expose it to you, piece by piece by piece by piece.
You know what? There's so many. I totally concur and agree with that entirely. There's so many great beat makers out there too. On Colossal, for example, we brought on Chaotic Animosity. He's from Brandon, Manitoba. Dude has got this mindset that even surprises me. And I'm like, wow, that's something that me and Eddie or Renee would probably say.
Yeah.
Michael J. Stone. Michael J. Stone,
Phenomenal.
all on the
Phenomenal.
beats. He's nuts, man. The guy just he actually texted me tonight, and he's actually in Toronto waiting on his flight to come back to here because he enrolled in his sound engineering school.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's so many people out there, and like Deranged Kids or Deranged House Psych Ward Kids from Edmonton. We traded up shows with those guys. Just got off the Tech Nine of Something Else tour. And like they went hard on the whole tour. That was a lot.
That's
of,
crazy.
That's a lot
The
of
Tech
dates.
Nine?
That's a lot of dates.
Yeah.
And Tech Nine is a dude to be effing with.
Yes.
Because like,
Yes.
how do you be the #1 independent rapper in the world, and then have be able to work with guys that worked with that.
And
person.
you know what? You know what's amazing about Tech Nine is Tech Nine has the most phenomenal promo ads I have seen in my
Looks
life.
like a movie.
It looks like a documentary, like the beginning of a documentary, and you have to. As soon as you start watching, it's
can't
like,
look
and it
away.
stops. It's like, where's the rest? It's just that good, and that's a promo ad. He has worked it very well to a T. Shout outs to Tech Nine, man.
And you know what's crazy about that is I've already talked with the promoters and all that, and we are actually going to be opening for them for Tech Nine and Cuscalco when they come here.
Oh,
When they come on the Canadian tour, because of the some stuff
Wow.
because of the ticket pushing I did for Twisted from the I don't think they're within St. Clown Posse anymore.
Right.
But because of the amount of work that I did with the postering and stuff like that,
Wow.
I grinded my arse off like a little green kid. You know what I mean? That I basically acted like a poster boy, like a street team member or something.
That's good.
So we do have a spot on Tech Nine, which is kind of cool.
Which is phenomenal.
You know what I mean? Like
That's an achievement.
the fact that our whole team is doing something too. Like I said, Michael J. Stone is just getting off. He's touching down right now off the plane and finishing his thing over at the sound when he enrolled in sound school there. Chaotic Animosity, always trying to improve himself.
Mm-hmm.
Afrosoul is Afrosoul. You know what I mean? We actually last week we sat down with Universal Music. It's like we're all doing something, and that's what's incredible about this team.
Yeah.
And the amount of stuff that we get involved into is nuts.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy. It's crazy, but it's phenomenal. And that's what music is all about. So, this next track I'm going to drop, this is actually Ant Grant. And for those of you who haven't heard Ant Grant, he's an artist from Calgary. I want to expose you guys to what's going on in Canada, first and foremost. And then we will carry on. But there's some people that definitely need to be heard, and this is one of them. This is Ant Grant with Dat Nice on Mixed Mafia Radio.
I just see like a bunch of people, like having the three of us just on stage, just killing it, man. You know what I'm saying? Go. Red carpet. Yeah, 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 yeah. And all the people go, Look, been hooked from day one. Hip hop's loving me. Feel like I'm on my own high. No one me. If you ain't feeling what I'm saying, take a back seat. Never been a thug, but my rap so back heat. Money and fame that don't attract me. I just be chasing my dreams like an athlete. But I don't run with no clones that can't match me. I stand out on my own like the black sheep. So get your weight up, homie, we'll eat your cake up. Starving, just ask Marvin and Jacob. Time running now, finally I'm coming out. I'm far from a newborn, homie, I should've been on. Yeah, 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 yeah. And all the people go, yeah, yeah. And all my divas go, first love since day one. Hip hop's a drug for me. Feel like I'm so high, no one's above me. If you ain't feeling what I'm spitting, take a back seat. This ain't beat talk player, let's just be smart player. Challenging me, that's the wrong move. You brought a phone and you could chew and lose your arms too. I eat you like lunch too. When them snares punch and them kicks hit hard like Kung Fu. You see how the flow so colossal. I swallow little souls like a pothole. I used to be that little kid with the snotty nose. Now they mention where Biggie pocket hole. Yeah, 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 yeah. And all the people go, yeah, yeah. And all my divas go, I don't need no fancy cars, I don't need to drink and smoke cigars. I just wanna write, make music, do it right for y'all. It's my life, let me speak to y'all. Yeah, I don't need no fancy cars, I don't need to drink and smoke cigars. I just wanna write, make music, do it right for y'all. It's my life, let me speak to y'all. Now everybody go. Yeah, 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 yeah. And all the people go. Yeah, yeah. And all my divas go.
So it's good, y'all. I hope you are still listening and staying tuned. You know, we have a lot of great acts coming through Winnipeg very shortly. Bone Thugs being one of them, which we are all amped about. Hobson.
No doubt.
Hobson on the 12th.
Hopping like Hobson.
Hopping around like Hobson.
You know what? This guy here, man, he turned me on Tech 9 and stuff like that. I used to chop rap myself, all that kind of stuff. And, the thing about that is that this guy just kept drilling with this guy, man. Tech 9 and that.
Oh, you're gonna make me sound like a fanboy now.
No, and you know what?
He's not the only one I listen to.
No. He's one of them. Let me finish and take it right, all right?
All right,
let me finish. This guy opened me up to a whole new world of actually artists out there, millionaires. A millionaire who actually nobody gave him a freaking chance. Nobody let him do his own thing. But you know, it looks like he wants to hang out with people, man, do it, and collab. But nobody wants to give this guy a time of day. But they don't need to. And why? Because Europe blows up, Canada blows up. Every time that guy comes in, he comes in and monsterizes the show. I'm not lying to you, man. That dude scares me a wee bit. Like he scares me, like musically or something like that.
When you went to the bathroom, we actually just finished talking about that fact that we're actually opening from this year. That's nuts, man.
That's crazy, man. Because this guy looks like you can talk to him. Yeah. Half these people come in, you pay them, like, good, it's business. They probably get 50 CDs a day.
We just finished opening for Twista, and he seemed like a very cool dude, but you could not get near him. You couldn't touch him.
But what was great about that show, y'all?
Oh, in the crowd?
What was great, okay? Now, I'm standing there, and I'm watching them just getting down, getting into it, just loving it, right? And I look at Dresden, and I'm like, well, why are you just standing there? Like, he's standing there all... He's
like this. He's like,
yeah. And he's just watching.
Yeah.
He's just observing, right? So I say, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm studying. So just as he had finished saying that, it's like the music stopped. Twista, he is looking at him and saying, you know what? I'm going to give you guys a little lesson. Yeah. I'm going to give you a little lesson. He's looking at Dresden, okay, who said he was studying. Keep in mind. And just learning and observing. And he starts chopping it up. And then he breaks it down. And then he does it again. And it's like, wow. It was like, at that moment, you realize that everything you do, right? We're all studying everybody. We're observing what they're doing. And we're learning. we're learning and thriving on that knowledge and being able to develop our craft even more. So that show was very important for us. And
he gave me that look like after I was kind of standing there, and I guess maybe I looked sour. I guess what was it?
No, he heard you. You know what? No, the thing about that is that the backstage area is right against the stage, man. You know what? He heard you.
He probably heard this.
I heard you giving her, man. He heard you giving her. You want to give her
Either way, he looked at me and he was kind of like, had this like, all right, I hear what you're saying. And he kind of like did his thing, and he's like, you know what I mean? Then he's like, okay, now I'm gonna bring it back one time fast. And then I was looking at him, and then I kind of gave like a head nod, like the approval, like, oh, that's good, okay.
Yeah.
Started clapping my hands. I was like, all right. And then he gave me that like, yeah, I schooled you. He sunned me. He sunned me, man.
Well, you know what? The guy, I was looking at him because I guess he figured out who's who. But bottom line, that guy wouldn't give me time of day because I was looking at his watch. That watch was ridiculous.
It was nice.
I'm not gonna lie to you, that thing listened now. I guess like.
I was hoping a rock would fall off that.
No, dude, I felt like American Psycho there. Like looking at the dude's business card, is like, oh, look at the glisten on that thing. It's like an axe to him. You know what I mean? Like, wow. But we're not materialistic.
Hey, Twisted,
you know?
don't worry. If you come back and we're opening for you,
we're not gonna rob you.
Don't worry.
It's
all love.
Anyways, he looked at you. Know why? Because between us both, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. If he's gonna pick on anybody, he's gonna be on you. Because why? You want to right? You want to chop? He chopped.
I want to have to chop that out too.
Honestly, I'm not broken or like that, man, dude. But I just wanted to shake his hand, but do like Roman styles, where like you can kind of grab the wrist and pull back. You know, I just want to see if I can shake some of that loose. Some of the
diamonds off.
Man, like that would fund us for like this.
The Bow Wow shake. The Bow Wow shake. The Bow Wow shimmy.
I'm going like this, you know, like doing it so deaf. I'm like, you know what?
Messing with dreads in your career like little Bow Wow.
You know what I mean? I'll put one in the ring on a pancake ring.
One in the ring.
And I'll save the other two for like the Atlas Pond.
The Atlas
I'll go talk to
Shout
Jay.
out.
Hey, yo, you're in town and you're broke? Go see Jay.
Shout out to Atlas Pond. I seen a picture of Eddie Young. This is how long he's been going to Atlas Pond. There's a picture.
Wow, are you broken?
Does he have his thumbs up and everything too? And smiling.
There's a picture.
This
This picture of Eddie Young. He's got braids like cornrows, dreads. He's got long hair down to here in his picture. And I have never seen this dude with long hair. Let's put it that way.
It's pretty impressive. No, it's a lot to take care of, though, man. Like, wow, like, especially when you gotta do a side job and stuff like that. I was wearing a hard hat all the time at that point. And you know what, dude? My hair turning instead of braids or even just the way it was straight.
It's not dreads. It's not dreads.
It's not dreads. No, it's not dreadlocks. It's dreadlock. Like singular.
It was one lock.
One lock. The Busta Rhymes lock.
No. He braids that lock. His are separate. Mine was like one united.
He was all about that Rough Riders. He dropped the X. It was just locks. The locks.
The lock.
The lock.
Singular. Like you want a key to that door if you don't got a back door.
Like take the Jada out of it and it was just one lock.
Boom.
One lock.
I looked like what's that dude? Like Aliens.
Oh, the Predator.
Like the Predator.
With a big long head in the back. I wake up, try to take a shower, try scrubbing it out, it didn't work out. Hair straight, naked. Wow, I felt like I should have been in the field instead of working construction. It's cold. You know what I mean? Like it's, no. Get a harmony going. You know what I mean?
You can run on for a long time.
No.
Run on from a long time.
No, he says that it's gonna be done soon. That cotton ain't gonna pick itself. Oh, but it pick itself through you.
Afrosoul, I apologize on behalf of Pandemic for this.
Do not apologize. Atlanta wants it raw.
Yeah. Atlanta wants it raw.
Every time,
Yeah,
time we step into either Afrosoul's personal or professional or whatever radio station we're doing with her, this thing gets carried away. I start talking in Trailer Park Boys voices. Something happens, and
That's what we do.
Single time.
You know, every time we come in here, we come in. You're lucky that we didn't you see how I did that out? I did that actually personally. That's a personal edit.
that's a personal edit.
That's talent, boy. Edit your own words.
Words.
What up, Atlanta? Your own swerves. I'm gonna get shot when I get there.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, is it?
Only 9 million.
I heard. You know what? Every
heard it all.
every artist that you've brought to me so far, like Action Man, I like me some Action Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
You know who I still talk to sometimes online is Thumb there. Thumb.
Thumb, that's cool.
D Thumb.
Who's that?
D Thumb, that part. Thumb.
Tanya Green is linked with them.
Oh, really?
I do talk to him sometimes.
Oh,
He
wow.
comes on and he supports and he likes my stuff and
Nice.
vice versa and stuff like that. And every artist that you've brought to me so far has always been good.
Yes.
So I have yet to hear me some 704. And I
Oh,
want to hear that.
yes. So, I'm going to drop that. This is Mr. 704. I believe this is featuring 8-Ball and MJG. I don't know, to be honest.
I don't know.
And I shouldn't even say that until I fully know. So wait,
So
edit that
just go,
part.
then go into your drop
Go into the drop of what?
for his track.
For the track?
Yeah, just don't mention the MJG part.
Okay.
I'll get it up.
This is Mr. 704, and this track is called Hustlin' on Mixed Mafia Radio. Now, before we get into some music, do you guys have any last shout outs that you would like to make this evening?
Let's give a shout out to Renee for actually, thank you for letting us come on your show and allowing us to voice our opinions and stuff like that. Because I understand this is the first ever time you're gonna have, this is your first show, so it's cool for us to be the first ones to be interviewed. I'm appreciative of that. I'm appreciative of my whole team, of Colossal Entertainment, Pandemic as well. Yeah, go ahead, Eddie.
Well, Eddie, Mr. Yeah, see, people get so confused with Eddie or Red October. You know, it's both. What
I want you to do is listen to his voice, what he just said, and go back about 20 minutes in this show and listen to how sober he was.
That's nice. Now, you know what I'm saying? That's
Got the crabs in the bucket.
No crab. Hey, we do got crabs in Canada, but I ain't got them. Anyways, here we go. Let me give a shout out to Rosita, Miss Rosita Scott, for being the nice woman that she is and always will be. I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. John D for bringing me back from the dead and actually showing me that, you know what, like music builds all, and it just builds everything. I got people around me who sing nonstop. Of course, I'd love to give a shout out to Renee for even having us on, even give us the opportunity becoming part of us. And you know what? I'd like to give a shout out to my mother, April, of course. And guess what? Guess what? I'm black, so it's gonna have to be like, shout out to God. I'm joking about that part. You know what? I do believe in supreme beings, but you know what? I don't know if he's white and he's got a beard. But anyhow, the one thing I do got to say though is that I just want to thank y'all for even listening. And you know what? The fact is, I'm not Eeyoring it up, things moves me kind of stuff. The fact is, we are a pandemic. We are gonna come see you regardless of whether you like it or not. We'll be there. We just hope you treat us as guests and give us some of that crab.
That good old southern.
Good old southern food.
Yeah.
I ain't never eat your mama's fried chicken. But you know what? I'm really interested in it, man. Honest to goodness. So again, this is Red October, and this is
John Dresden.
John Dresden.
Sorry,
This is
I was a voiceover.
Mixed Mafia Radio with Afrosoul.
Mixed Mafia.
Straight out Atlanta. hosted in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Make
It's cold.
sure
It's
and make
cold.
sure you continue to listen to this show because every time she's got somebody on, it's always funky and crazy, man. I'm telling you. Don't
And
change
for
it.
those of you who want to check me out on my other show, I'm at We Build Hits on 95.9 FM in Winnipeg, but y'all can access at www.ckuw.ca, and I'm on from 6 till 8 on Saturdays. That is Central Standard Time, y'all. So you can check me out there. You can also...
Wait. So make sure you're in the middle.
You know, he always does this. He always does this. Does
yeah.
something that distracts the train of
Oh,
thought.
look at all sorry, baby. Do it.
All the time.
Hey, you know what? The matter is, he doesn't have the answers.
Eddie,
So-
you don't have the answers, Sway.
all right.
I'm
You
not
don't
sweating,
have
I'm
the
loving you
answers. You don't have the answers, Eddie Young.
I have
You
some
don't
of them.
have the
You don't have
answers.
the
I got some of them. Not all.
He's crazy.
most.
Crazy.
Most.
Yo, like I
my
said, we're coming there, boy.
gosh.
We're just kind of the clowns in the background.
No doubt.
That's
No, honestly, we'll give her a good
fantastic.
lead up, man. Sorry, we just try to take over, man. That's what we do. We come in, we drink your beer, we smoke your cigarettes, and we,
And we call it a night.
do our
And
thing.
that's how we roll.
That's what we call it a night. So Renee, without
Lead us
even
out.
interrupting, actually, I think we both got to go to the bathroom.
I know I have to go.
I get my blush on and
I'm
stuff.
like, oh my gosh.
You know, so do a proper lead out for you, man, my girl, man. Thank you so much. Give me 5.
Yeah.
Thank you
Off
for
the chain.
letting us be on your first episode.
Thank you very much.
No problem, y'all.
Atlanta, we love y'all.
Yes. So we're going to end this show tonight with my girl Keeper from Miami, Coke Girl South. This is featuring Gunplay, and this is All I Ever Do is Get That Money. Keeper. Turn up. Hey, Gunplay. Turn up. Hey, what it do, homie? Hey, you already know how we get down. All I ever do is get money. All I ever wanna do is get money. All I ever wanna do is get money. All I really ever do is get money. Check it out, you see a big beast. Check it out. Yeah, see that you ain't doing nothing. Just a look at this, be a friend. Nah, nigga, you ain't 100. All I ever do is get money. All I ever wanna do is get money. All I ever wanna do is get money. All I really ever do is get money. Check it out, you see a nigga beast. Check it out. Yeah, see that you ain't doing nothing. Man, look at this, be a friend. Nah, nigga, you ain't 100. All I ever do is get money. But man, these pussies, got you a friend. Stacking up the bitches, boy, you ain't saying nothing. You can ask your man, oh girl. He say you love me. Look like a G, so he put it in my tummy. I freak up in the sheet, so I ask him for 100. That times 3, bro, no, it ain't funny. And then I ask for 5 right when he want it on the house, who? Nah, I ain't a dummy. I put it in his mouth, then I ask him who run it. And he was like, you honey, shut it up. And then I hop up off it like a bunny. And then I made him cook me a egg like it's sunny. No hell, who blowing up his phone? Baby mommy, you busy and you calling in the money. No shit, not on my time, boy, I'm still hot. Fine like gold wine, genuine pony. Oh, you mad trick cause he told you a story? Shit, I can't help it that you look at me boring. I got a super soaker just to look at it pouring. Oh, you got a 20 ounce? I got a 40. And I keep it clean, but them mouth dirty. Chick, your chicken too plain, I'm current. So get your baby daddy cause he came in a hurry. Not raggedy, oh, so sturdy. Not ugly, yo, so purty. Got lovely lady lump, like Fergie. And he said he wanted donkey, so I called a nigga Kirby. The up be walking, I'm flying in a birdie. My cookie like fire in my head like murder. And I saw that he wrote red wings when I earned. Holla at your girl, had this screaming, oh, loud it. All I ever do is get money. All I ever wanna do is get money. All I ever wanna do is get money. All I really ever do is get money. Check it out, you see a beast. Check it out, yeah, see that you ain't doing nothing. Just a look at this, be a friend. Nah, nigga, you ain't 100. All I ever do is get money. All I ever wanna do is get money. All I ever wanna do is get money. All I really ever do is get money. Check it out, you see a nigga beast. Check it out, yeah, see that you ain't doing nothing. Man, look at this, be a friend. Nah, nigga, you ain't 100.
All I wanna do is get that money, my nigga, I'm with that. Where it's at, we up in that. Pistol out for that penny. Give a fuck about image. Brick flipping like gymnasts. My gang looking like gremlins. They flooded double them emblems. You can't see me, nigga. Really wanna be me, nigga. You ain't got no feet. Can't even cop no pleat, nigga. Talking about you this, talking about you that.